is a routine miracle, but sometimes there are problems, and that's when other miracles happen in the neonatal intensive care unit. In tonight's cover story, Jennifer DeMarais takes us there.
With every breath, with every heartbeat, life hangs in the balance.
It's devastating because you feel like you've been robbed from something that you really think that you should be able to do.
Rosemary Branson's daughter, Natasha, was born 5 months early, critically premature. Doctors here at Franklin Square Hospital gave her a 50-50 chance of living at best.
I was terrified because she was so small, and I wasn't really allowed to even touch her.
The Bransons prepared for the worst.
I said, well, she's going to die. I want her to be baptized. And the priest came in, and he baptized her, and within minutes, she came back around. She just put her hand up like this, like she was waving, like, hi, I'm doing fine.
The emotional roller coaster, a familiar ride. Rosemary's been here twice before. She lost her first child, and her second, 2-year-old Nikki, lived in this same corner, the same amount of time, held by Rosemary in this same rocking chair. Nikki, now a vibrant little girl, becomes their living, walking, and breathing hope for Natasha.
We made it through with Nikki, and we're going to make it through with Natasha, too.
There'll be good days and bad days, both for the family and for the infants. And so there's real highs and lows and peaks and valleys in the family's ability to cope with the stress of having a baby in the nursery.
While families like the Bransons are counting their blessings, there are other families in here holding on to a prayer, just hoping they make it through another day.
It can be a roller coaster in here. We take it sometimes hour by hour.
As the clock ticks, needles, tubes, and ventilators lace their tiny bodies. A constant reminder to parents, the road's a long one. Incubators transformed into makeshift cribs. This nursery, at times, the only world they'll ever know. But for others, temporary housing until their health takes them home. The neonatal intensive care unit, a parent's worst nightmare. But the doctors and nursing staff can quickly become their dream come true.
We're glad we could be here to provide that service, not just for the babies, but to provide a family-centered environment for them.
This is Rosemary's favorite time of the day. It's what Franklin Square prides itself on, skin to skin. Parental interaction despite the baby's condition. A chance for mother and child to bond, to touch, to connect.
It is an absolute necessity, and there are studies to show that babies who have done kangaroo care often go home from the hospital earlier at a lower birth weight, have more stable breathing, and tend to be healthier overall.
Natasha may get to go home in a few weeks, but Rosemary isn't looking that far ahead right now. She'd rather take it as she's done twice before, one long day at a time. Jennifer DeMarais, Fox 45 News at 10.
A welcome update on that story. Although doctors thought Natasha would not be able to go home for at least a month, she's said to be doing so well, she may be able to be discharged sometime next week. The attacks on